What's up guys, Rob Wilson here, and I know this is perhaps a sad Money Monday because most of us are dealing with the reality that we did not win the Mega Millions last Friday. But if you did win and you're watching this video, call me. Now as a financial advisor, I'm not mad that you went out and spent some money on a few lottery tickets. Playing the lottery is kind of like going to the movies. You get to visualize a different reality for yourself for a few hours, then you leave the theater and go back home to your reality. So in that way, it's not all that different than you going out and plunking down your $10 to go see the Hunger Games. And apparently you guys bought $250 million worth of those tickets in the last 2 weeks. But just like I wouldn't suggest that you go to the movies every day, the $6 popcorn gets expensive. I certainly wouldn't suggest that you drop tons of cash on the lottery every day. The Mega Millions is not a retirement strategy. But I do think this record $640 million jackpot was great for a number of reasons. It gave people something to be excited about, provided lots of funding for education and for seniors, but most importantly, it gave you a reason to start to visualize the things that you really want out of life. But now that the jackpot has been won and you realize that you weren't one of the winners, a lot of you are thinking, now what? See, most of us want to be mega millionaires, but we're not always doing the things that's going to help us get closer to that goal. So here's today's news flash. Losing the Mega Millions isn't the reason you're not rich. Now I've learned a thing or two from working with successful individuals like athletes and entertainers, and I have some ideas on what might be holding you back. First off, you're not the very best at what it is that you do. Aside from people that win the lottery or inherit their money, most wealthy people are incredibly talented in their chosen field. You've got to ask yourself, are you spending the amount of time that's required to perfect your craft? As things change, are you committed to continuing to learn? It's really no secret that you make a lot of money when you do things that others can't do.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan!
Or you make things that everybody wants. And while it's fun to think about those finished products, it's really what you do when nobody's looking that matters the most. You've got to be the best at what you do. Second of all, you guys just aren't taking enough risks. Now, I'm not talking about the bungee jumping sort of risk. But I'm talking about the calculated risks that can get you closer to living the type of life that you want to live. Take investing in the stock market, for example. Now, I remember the pain of the Great Recession just like you do, so I can understand your pain.
777.68. That's the largest single-day point drop ever in U.S. history.
But since the lows in 2009, all the major indices have doubled since then, and the stock market just had its best quarter since 1998. Did you benefit from any of that? See, a lot of you guys don't invest your money because you're afraid of messing it up, despite all of the information and resources that you have at your fingertips. But you're going to have to take some calculated risk with your career or your investments if you want to get the reward at the end. You can't win if you're not in the game. Next up, it might be time for you to start to reassess who it is you're hanging out with. As Les Brown likes to say, if you're the smartest person in your group, time to get a new group. Why do you think that Jay-Z's hanging out with Warren Buffett and Ludacris is hanging out with Bill Gates? They know that they can learn something from these guys. So if you're around a group of negative, unsuccessful friends who aren't helping you get to the place that you want to be in life, it might be time to upgrade your crew. And finally, if you're not as wealthy as you want to be right now, you've got to start to believe that it's possible and that you deserve it. If you don't think that you're the best at what you do, if you don't think that you have the best products and services out there, nobody else is going to believe it. But as soon as you start to realize how good you are, and you're not afraid to tell everybody about it, you'll be surprised how quickly the things that you want are going to come to you. But guys, that's it for this week's Money Monday. I didn't win the jackpot either, so I guess I won't pack up and go to the Cayman Islands just yet. Just kidding, I wouldn't leave you guys. Yeah, right. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips. You guys get back to work, and I'll see you next week. Anyone ever has a question of why I got into this business, I mean, here are some statistics that really tell you that. 30% of lottery winners...